Hello, 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 everyone. This is Coach Marsha coming to you on this Friday evening and with Let's Talk All Things VA. And today I want to share with you all one of the strategies that I provide to my veterans when they come seeking services from USOF. But before we get in, I just want to say hi. I've been a little incognito. I've been like, hey, knee deep in these veteran streets, just trying to take care of things, making some great things happen over here in Killeen, Texas. But I paused today. I was a forced pause. I had a no call, no show today. And so I'm going to take this time to share with you all about this concept that I have, and it's called a veteran communication guide, right? We always go to, in my experience, I have mostly all my veterans going to these VA appointments or dealing with the VA disability process, I believe, ill equipped. And I always push the fact that when dealing with the Veterans Benefits Administration, anything VA, when it comes to your VA disability claim, treat it as if you are going to a Soldier of the Month, Soldier of the Quarter, Soldier of the Year, and ultimately promotion board, right? Because any soldier that has gone to those boards, you're always prepared, right? You have a great non commissioned officer that has equipped you to be successful, giving you the tools, making sure that you know the current events, right? Making sure that you understand the field manuals, the Army regulations, and most importantly, you understand your chain of command, know who your chain of command is, as well as those specific things concerning, your day to day activities in your organization or in your Pacific MOS. And it's no different than dealing with the Veterans Benefits Administration. The Veterans Benefits Administration specifically is governed by the 38 CFR. So if you go to a veteran service representative, a veteran service organization, and you have not been equipped with what's in the regulation to go and communicate to at these different exams or even your doctor's appointments, shame on your representative because they have not prepared you. Whether it's an organization out here, the attorney's office, or these different organizations that veterans pay for, if you have not been equipped with verbiage to utilize at your CMP exam out of the 38 CFR, wrong answer, right? So today, what I'm going to share with the community of veterans that tune in and or is shared with you all just some tips that I share with my veterans here, right? And the first thing, going back to trying something a little bit different here. And we're going to be talking about the Veteran Communication Guide. I spelled guide wrong. I omitted the E. My bad. Let me correct that right now while we're there. We go. The Veteran Communication Guide. And it's going to be 4 different areas that I cover. The first area is going to be speak in specifics, not general terms. And what do I mean by that? And I got some notes here to keep me on track. Um, it simply states that, example, I miss work 3 days a month because of fatigue, right? Instead of I'm tired sometimes, right? So it's always important to attach a frequency, duration, or impact to the specific, to the specifics, right? Specifics. It's always important. Another example, migraines, right? Most veterans deal with migraines or headaches. Instead of saying I get headaches sometimes. No, you need to be detailed. I have migraines 3 to 4 times per week that last 4 to 6 hours, forcing me to lie in a dark room. I miss work about 6 days per month because of them. And so, if you don't remember nothing else, remember this: always attach a frequency, duration, or impact. Numbers or percentages where possible. That's important. Speak in specifics, not general terms. The second one is use examples from daily life. So, Marsha, what do you mean? Tie each symptom to challenges in your normal routines. Example, chores. I cannot vacuum or mop because bending worsens my back pain. My spouse and kids have to do those tasks, right? Work. I forget deadlines and lose focus on meetings because of PTSD and brain fog. Relationships. I isolate in my room for hours because of depression, which has caused tension with my spouse. Sleep. Like I can't, instead of just saying, well, I don't sleep good. No, sir. No, ma'am. I wake up 4 to 5 times a night from nightmares, leaving me exhausted at work the next day. Mobility, having issues moving around, right? I need 15 minutes to climb a single flight of stairs because of knee pain. If it's 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, something that should take a couple of seconds, it takes you minutes. It's so important that you put a frequency, duration, or impact. And you can see here in these examples, I gave you frequency and I gave you duration, right? And that is use examples from daily life. And these are just a few of those. And then what I'm going to do a little later, before today or before this week is out, I'm going to post this guide, veteran communication guide, on the social media platform so you all can have it. So you can be able to use this when you're out there trying to figure life out when it comes to VA disability. The next one is do not minimize the symptoms, right? Because sometimes the veterans will go and be so upset, so angry. The VA is that they don't care about me. They don't care about the veteran. This is the reason why they have a job and blase, 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 blase. But could it be you? The reason why? Well, they got my records and they're supposed to know. They're supposed to know that I did this. No, they're not. No, ma'am, no, sir. They go off the evidence that you provide. They're not required to read in between the lines. They're not MOS subject experts. You have to communicate that. And if you are speaking in general terms, you're not painting a picture on the canvas of their imagination in regards to your experience and how it has affected your daily life. They can't do anything about that. They can only work off of the information that has been provided. And in my experience, what has happened is the veteran goes to these appointments, but they don't really be truthful, right? And don't minimize the symptoms. What I have here is the VA rates based on worst days, not best days. Catch that. They rate off of worst days, not best days, right? And that's important for you to know. I'm correcting this because I got this like we going to Virginia and we're not. The VA rates based on worst days, not best days. And so, with that being said, and I'm going to keep that one up there because that's the game changer right there. Instead of the VA cares only about the worst days and not the best days. Instead of most days I'm fine, but sometimes I get really bad pain. So, like, we go in there like, okay, how you feeling? Most days I'm fine, but sometimes I get really bad pain. What does that mean? It's going to get you denied or 0% rating or no increase, right? How about say this? On my worst days, which occur 3 to 4 times a week, my pain prevents me from leaving bed and makes it impossible to perform even light chores. And this is a tip now. Imagine the rater only reads the worst days section. That is what your benefits are based on. So be detailed. Remember, always attach a frequency, duration, and impact. Okay, and our last one here, then I'm going to get out your hair tonight. Align communication with the 38 CFR language. Align communication with the 38 CFR language. Use VA rating terms directly in your statements. Like, you know how when we write these statements and we just be all long-winded talking about any and everything. I need you to begin to use VA language, right? Use VA language. Words like, and I showed you right here, severe, constant, frequent, limiting, prevents, and prevents normal activity. So severe, I'm gonna give you an example here. I experience severe panic attacks that occur 3 to 4 times a week. Constant. The ringing in my ears is constant. It never stops, even at night. That's for that tinnitus, right? Frequent. I have to use the restroom frequently, about every 45 minutes, which disrupts both work and sleep. Incontinence, right? Limiting. My back pain is limiting. I cannot lift more than 10 pounds without sharp pain. Like, because most people go in there and say, I can't lift no more than 10 pounds. The back pain is limiting. That's 38 CFR language. Prevents normal activity. The PTSD symptoms prevent my regular day of life, my normal activity. I'm no longer able to attend family gatherings or community events, right? You have to be strategic. Treat this thing like you're trying to go, like you're trying to get promoted. This is for officers too. I already know your process. I don't know if they just look at a packet or what. But even with senior non-commissioned officers, when you're going to that next level, you're going to go to that regulation. You're going to find out what does it take to go from staff sergeant to sergeant first class to master sergeant. What does it take for me to become a first sergeant? What does it take for me to become a sergeant major? Right? What you're going to do is you're going to dig into that regulation and you're going to find the answers. And that is the same thing that is required of you to be able to master this thing called getting your benefits that you have earned. Right? And so my bottom line is this. Each statement should read like a day in the life account of the veteran's worst functional limitations. Simply put, communicate your worst day. Whenever you're talking to them, communicate your worst day. And remember, like I told you over here, and do not minimize your symptoms, the VA only cares about the worst days, not your best days. So if you're going there happy-go-lucky, smiling, oh, everything gets good, whip-de-doo, guess what, guys? You will get the results of what it is that you communicate. And you're going to be angry and upset. So, with that being said, I'm going to get out you all's hair and I'm about to go and enjoy my weekend because I'm probably going to be back up in here tomorrow because y'all see that all this work over there? I got all that work. You see that big old box? Baby, it's real up in here. It's real up in here. Do you hear me? It's real. And so, But if you are in, but you ain't even got to be in Killeen. Anywhere in the world, you got access to a computer, you have access to a phone, or if you're local, you feel like getting in your car, driving, you can hit me up at 571-351-3964. Go to our website at www.youarestillaveteran.com. Email info@youarestillaveteran.com, and we'll be more than willing. Let me put this information here. We'll be more than willing to see if you are a good fit for us and we are a good fit for you, to assist you on this journey of becoming a service connected disabled veteran, and or walk you through the process of submitting your discharge upgrade. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk All Things VA with Coach Marsha. And I hope that I have said something to you on tonight that will get your mind to thinking about A through Z concerning your disability claim. And then if you need some help, once again, reach out. And we are here. I forgot to get an address here at 2303 South Fort Hood Street, Building 1, here in Killeen, Texas. We're right next to the gun range, and right in front of Beacon Business Company. So, with that being said, toodles and have a